Now I'm heading home to Kalangut from Bicholi, and I crossed by this area and I wanted to show you guys how nice this place is. So there's like rivers that I came across, some bridges, and besides that some really beautiful villages. So that's the reason why I thought of making this video. Up ahead is a bridge. Let me show you. So I have to take this left. No, sorry. I have to go straight. Yeah, I have to go straight. And there's a huge bridge that is coming up here. Ahead somewhere is Aldona. And just look at how nice this bridge looks. So there's a huge river as well below the bridge. And I just wanted to make this video because I'm sure many of you guys have not seen this part of Goa. It's clean, it's beautiful, and it's just how Goa used to be many years ago. Mostly you'll find locals here. You do not see a lot of tourists around here, and it's just the peaceful life that you can get to witness if you are on your way to Bicholi from Kalangut. I just got done with the market tour, and it's so nice, so peaceful to see people going on with their lives. It's totally different compared to a busy area, and once you get to these places, you automatically feel that calm, that peace that you always want for yourself. Okay, now there's another little pond there, or a lake. What area is this? Karona. But just look at this, guys. This looks so good. Quiet places, and when I see ripples in the water, I just want to peep. There are so many ripples in the water here, and I'm sure there are a lot of fish here. Actually, let me just stop by and have a look if I can see something. Always want to see if I can spot some crocodile somewhere. So it's just small fish there. As you can see, there were some ripples there, and there in the distance as well there are some ripples there. But I really cannot spot any big fish or big or crocodile. I don't know when I'm going to see those, but yeah, well, let's move forward. On my way to this place, I even saw a huge black bird, and then now while going back towards Kalangut, there was a mongoose that crossed my path as well. So after a long time I've seen a mongoose. Just look at this beautiful area, guys. You won't see a lot of people here, not a lot of cars, not a lot of bikes. I don't know if you can see that. But on my right here, very nice, very scenic water body. Where do we have to go now? So I'm a long way away from home, almost an hour, but I really love these rides, guys. You just feel a different sort of calm. You just feel that peace, and at times I really understand why some of you guys go on long bike trips. It's just so soothing and so nice, and you can explore so much. Only complaint I have here is the roads. I have some potholes in between, but it's not as bad. Cannot complain much, because remember, guys, we are in the interior parts of Goa, and this is where you won't have network on your phone in some places. But where do I go? Okay, I have to take a right. and this is like the third or the fourth time I'm crossing Aldona. It reminded me of Saligao a bit. Very nice, very peaceful, and they have roads like these, narrow winding roads, very scenic, beautiful houses, and clean. That's very important. So thumbs up to Aldona for maintaining their cleanliness. Looks very beautiful. And you'll come across these fields, and in these fields, I don't know if these are fields or what, I don't think so, but there was some very different looking plant that I saw which I've never seen before. Donna Rosa service station. On the right here is a river, and on the maps I can see it's called the Mapsa river. Interesting. Look at this, very colorful structures. There's a temple here, and these are very traditional, temples that you get to see in Goa. You see many of these, and again here another opening, and look at this scenery. Just so gorgeous. Fields here, everyone has plowed their fields before the monsoons. They do that because once it starts raining heavily, then they start planting. And these are paddy fields, and as you can expect in Goa, expect the unexpected, I would say. Look at this beautiful church here on the left. What's the name of this church? I cannot see the name, but it looks very nice. It's on top of a hill, and that there on the right is a bridge, and after the bridge you get to Corjuem Fort. We had been there a few days ago, and we have to take a left from here now. Where do we go from here? We have to go straight. This is the... Where do I go now? Right or left? Straight. I remember the road a little. Yeah, we have to take this right, because like I said, I visited Corjuem Fort a few days ago, and this is the road that I had taken. Again, very beautiful. You can see the locals over here. Many of them are shopping. Many of them are heading to, probably on their way to Bicholi market. Just the slow, the peaceful mornings that you can expect in these villages. Little shops with grocery stores. I just love places like these. I am not at all a city person. I hate the city. No matter which city in the world, I'm sorry, but I am not at all a city person. I just love places like these. This is where you really experience a peaceful life, a life that is surrounded with community. I just dodged an insect. It would have gone straight into my mouth. I have to increase the speed a little bit because there's a car behind me that wants to overtake. Okay, now we can slow down. You can overtake me safely. On the right here, pharmacy, saloons, demo car. What's a demo car? Espresso demo car. Okay. and then you have these Goa buses, Algona, Mapsa. Beautiful chapel here on the left. Again, narrow, winding roads. And the air today, the weather is so damn good. It rained finally in Kalangut. It rained like proper rainfall. Ah, look at this view on the right. So, like I was saying, it rained and it rained very nicely last night. The weather today is perfect. It's overcast. The sun is not out, although I like the sunshine, but today I am happy to see that the sun is not out, because when I went for a video of the forts, when I visited Terakol and Shapura fort especially, the heat was very bad. I don't want to make this dangerous overtake, but yeah, wow. Some houses here, guys, some of them have built it very nicely, very different architecture, I would say. Now the sun is out. Just when I was praising the weather, the sun decided to come out. The same thing happened at Terakol Fort. Anyway, but I really don't mind. Although the sun is out, the breeze is still cool. It's not at all hot. Actually feels very pleasant. And just look at all the gorgeous houses that I can see on both the sides. There's some work that is going on over here. On the maps I saw we are reaching this place called Moide. Another half an hour for me to reach Kalangut, but I am really enjoying this ride. And one of you guys commented that I should talk about the roads more often. This road straight, it goes towards Kalangut, and just look at the view of the fields here. I can see people growing alsande Those are peas, and then there are ladyfingers as well. Nice. And in some of the fields here, I even saw the red ladyfingers. Very nice to see that they have many fields over here. And I'm guessing in the nearby markets, these guys sell their produce. So it's very nice, especially if they are growing it organically. Very nice for your health as well. And guys, I really want to stress the importance of growing your own vegetables. If you have even a small piece of land, or if you have pots, please do try growing vegetables. Since the last 2-3 years, I've grown so many vegetables. I had absolutely no idea about gardening until COVID. Once I came back to India from Abu Dhabi, that's when I experimented. I actually experimented with some seeds at my cousin's place in Abu Dhabi, and I was astonished that capsicum, which is also called peppers, could grow in a place which is as hot as Abu Dhabi. Obviously, I did not grow actual capsicum, but I did see the seedling germinate, and I was like, if that can grow there, it will definitely grow in Goa. And I was heading to Goa, and then that's how I started gardening. I started with cluster beans, and I was amazed, I was shocked literally to see how much cluster beans we got. There was a jackfruit there fallen from the tree, and those of you who are familiar with the fragrance of jackfruit, once you open jackfruit, the nearby surroundings will get complete fragrance of jackfruits. Anyways, so I was talking about growing vegetables. That's how important it is. It is, yeah, it can get a bit tough, and it can get a bit disheartening to see that your plants when they don't produce anything. But don't give up, just keep going. Eventually you will get there. There are many videos on YouTube, and in places like Goa you get a lot of local advice as well. You can join a lot of groups on Facebook. Overall, it's a very good feeling. And like I said, at times you will be absolutely surprised to see how much one plant can produce. Like for example, the cluster beans, when we grew the cluster beans, I was harvesting cluster beans almost every week. Wow, what a beautiful river that was. Even with ladyfingers, one plant can produce so many, like 30, 40, maybe even 50 ladyfingers. And just recently, the ladyfingers have stopped, the plants have stopped giving us ladyfingers. And this is like after a span of 2 to 3 months, we got so many. And I even dried some ladyfingers on the plant, and just recently, yesterday I planted some seeds as well, so I'm expecting those to germinate. Fingers crossed. Okay, now we are getting closer to Mapsa, and again beautiful fields ahead of us. So I just wanted to show you, this is a bad site. Anyway, it depends if the people here are collecting, the authorities or whoever is in charge is collecting the garbage or not. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Until the next one, take care, stay safe and stay positive.